Hi everybody, my name is Jacob Pyle. I was asked by a friend of mine to do a little bit of a tutorial for you using this Photoshop program. And today what we're going to do is we're going to take an ordinary photo and replace the background in that photo to a generic one. This is the program I use. This is called Pixlr Photo Editor. You can be able to, you can pretty much use anything like Photoshop or something, but this is easy to use and it's free to use. So the website address for it is www.pixlr.com. That's pixlr.com/editor. All right. So when you open up, so anyway, when you work on this, what the first thing you need to do is you click on Open Image from Computer because that's what you're wanting to do. Now, since we are going ahead and we're going to go ahead and do some pictures, I want to show you the pictures that we're going to use here. As soon as I get them to load, they load. All right. So in this example, what we're going to be doing is we are going to use this picture, this family picture of us, and I want to put it on to another background. So what we're going to do right now is I'm actually going. But first, before we do anything, I want to show you some of the tools we'll be using here. All right. This is the crop tool. This may come in handy later on. This here is the move tool. You'll be able to use that to move layers and stuff like that. We'll talk more about that later. This is the lasso tool. This is a very important tool which will be used for tracing. And then there's some other tools that we'll be using too, like red eye reduction, spot heal. We'll be using that a lot. There's all kinds of other tools on this program. I would say just feel free to experiment, look through them and stuff. All right, so on we go with the project here. To start things off, your goal is to trace this picture around and put it onto another background. What you do is you click this lasso. Now, when you do it, I highly recommend you using this one. This is what we call the polygonal lasso tool. You'll be able to easily guide around stuff like that, because if you use the freehand tool, then you'll be missing places and all kinds of stuff. I recommend you using the polygonal tool, especially if you're a beginner at using this, because you can be able to easily guide around pictures and stuff. So, now, it might help you too to zoom in the picture a little bit. So if you want to do that, that's what the magnifying glass is for. You can zoom in, zoom out, whatever. Okay. Now, when you're doing this, it's important to know how you do it. So to start off, I'm going to move this up. Like say, I just move it up a couple inches or something like. Then click. Then you do the same thing. And then you click. Alright. Now I'm going to go ahead and work on this, and I'll see you in a few minutes. Hi everybody, I'm back. As you can see, I almost have the photo complete, as you can plainly see. Now, let me get this. I want to cooperate. Okay. Now, I want to show you one other thing real quick here about tracing, because I almost have this done. When you get, as you can see right now, the photo is almost complete. No, I don't want that. As soon as you're done, when the last edge meets the first edge you started with, you click, and then as you can see, dashed lines will appear around what you selected. So now what you have to do is under Edit, you go to Edit, Copy, then hit the down arrow, switch to the background that you're going to be using, Edit, Paste. Alright, now as you can see, this picture is too small and I want to make it bigger to fit the page. So what you have to do is you have to use something called the free transform tool. What you do is you go to edit, click on free transform, and then this box will appear around it. What you have to do now is you have to size the picture. You can use it, you can drag it, you can do whatever you want with it. You can move it around any way you want to or something like that. Now let me show you something else too. When you're finished, you click outside here, and it'll ask you if you want to apply the changes, and click yes. Now this also comes in good handy because when you're doing it, you have to make sure that and like I say, especially if you're moving it lower when you're doing it, that if you're satisfied with it, then only click yes if you're satisfied with it. Because if not, and you notice, oh, I made a mistake, then the photo is going to be cut off on you, and then you have to delete the layer and paste and do it all over again. We don't want to. Anyway, let's see now. Let's move this down lower. By the way, if you need to move stuff, this is where this comes in. You click on that, and you can be able to move it any place in the picture you want. And move it down like that. Now, as you can see, there's plenty of space up here that needs to be removed. So what you have to do now is with this tool, this is what we call the crop tool. Carefully select the part that you want to do with, and oh yeah, I don't want to cut my mom's head off. No. Yeah, when you're doing this, select only the part that you're going to use here. Then hold on to the mouse, then let go. And then just click anywhere outside. Ask you to apply and changes, click yes. And then your photo is adjusted to the right size. Well, that's pretty much it as far as tracing the picture is concerned. If you watch the next video that I'm going to post here, I'm going to show you some ways, it's what I call finishing touches, in which you can be able to use all kinds of things for your finishing touches. So I hope to see you again soon, and until next time, good night and God bless my friends.